Welcome to another episode of Void City Customs. I am Toast, and I have been busy painting recently, so I haven't really been kit bashing, but I do want a Black Adam comic figure. There are a multitude of Black Adam figures recently, mostly thanks to the movie, but what I wanted is a Black Adam comic figure. These are the two main options at the moment. We've got Endless Winter and Page Puncher, neither of which I am completely satisfied with. I think proportion-wise, Endless Winter is a much better figure, and he's missing a cape, for one, and I don't like this iron bib. Page Puncher looks cool. He's got the cape, but he's also got this chastity belt. He's proportionately very strange. So he's got a high crotch, and then he's got shorter arms, even though they are roughly the same height, these two figures. So what I'm hoping to do, and I have seen other people do this already, is just take the legs from this one, put them on this figure, and then have something hopefully with good proportions, with a bit more armor and a cape happening up top, and hopefully I like that better. In order to get started, I'm going to heat these guys up, pop them apart, and then start swapping pieces. Here are the two figures taken apart. I've actually done a video where I show off taking apart a McFarlane video. Dan has shown off his method as well. Both of us generally use a pot of, well, hot water. We generally use hot water. I also have a hairdryer for more targeted joints or exposed joints, something like an elbow where you can see the pins you're about to push out. For abdomens, I tend to use hot water so that it seeps in there. The heat seeps in. Gets in deep because it's hard to target, something that deep when you're hitting the surface with a hairdryer. Anyway, so I've gotten these apart, and the basic plan, I did take apart the abs as well. I wasn't sure which one of these I was going to go with. Probably this one, now that I look at them side by side, just because this one has some additional height, and proportions was one of the issues I had. So the one problem with that, well, there's a couple, so I might need to reheat things and move some pegs around as well. But this is how that would look, and it would be slightly gappy. You can see there's a bit of a gap I would have to deal with, but also this design for Black Adam had this sort of striped wrap look, and this one has more of a basketball texture with these flattened, I don't know what these are, like lightning bolt? I don't know. So there is a textural difference of doing that. I don't know. I guess I'll ultimately see. We'll both find out together which way I went. But I do plan to use these arms as well, so already there's going to be a slight difference. Just because, as I've already shown, these arms are slightly longer than these, and proportions are what I'm trying to correct. And then I think I'm going to go with the Endless Winter head. Both of these have problems, right? So this one has gray hair, this one's looking off to the side, looks like he hasn't slept in 1,000 years. This one, he's at least looking straight, but the head is smaller. And again, if proportions are what I'm trying to correct, then I'll probably go with this one. I guess we shall see as well. The last thing that I'm going to do, so I'll show this off once it's assembled, but then I'll probably take it apart and do some painting, because these blacks aren't quite the same. This one is a deeper black, and then the golds aren't the same either, so I'm going to likely repaint for some consistency, but I'll be back for you in a couple of seconds with whatever combination of these parts I've decided on, after likely some experimenting. So here he is assembled, and this is literally just the Endless Winter body with this pec piece swapped out for the Page Puncher to give him certainly a better chest symbol, but also the cape and cloak, maybe?
and obviously the shoulder pads as well. I did send a picture of this to Dan, and his comment was that the shoulder pads look wonky, and sure, I don't think Black Adam is a character that needs shoulder pads, but I'm working with what I have. I did also look up in here at the possibility of, I should comment, I left these pieces out to give his arm some extra range, and because of the shoulder pad that we're discussing, it covers up so you can't see the gap. I guess if you get just the right angle, you could see it in there. But I did leave these pieces out. But I was looking at the possibility of removing this shoulder pad, and the cloak, it's got this large arc, right? So I think if I were to take this out, you'd still have the large arc, and it might look more weird than if I just leave it as is. So I am certainly far happier with this figure than I was either of the original individual figures, but he's still not perfect. And in that regard, there are a couple of things I still want to do, like swap out these hands, possibly, if they do have different wrist setups. So this is the old style McFarlane wrist, and then this is after he changed. The one problem this figure does have is now he has 3 different skin tones. So I think I'm done for the moment swapping parts, but that just leads me into painting. And one of the things, at least for me, I don't know about other customizers, is the figure's never really done. He's done for now. And this figure, I think, is, as far as the part swapping goes, done for now, and now I'm going to get into the painting. Certainly get rid of this. I had the same problem on one of the Masterverse He-Man figures. The gold is like this mustard, just shit yellow. So I'm moving on to painting, but one last time, as far as the part swapping goes, I'm far happier with this figure now than, again, I was with either of these. And now I have a pile of parts. These will go into a customizing bin for future customs. That was what I hope is a quick look at a Kitbash, and things will continue from here. I could possibly, I don't know, if you cut right there, and then you could get a third-party cape, something fabric, because I would like a full-length cape. Cloak? Keep saying. I should stop using these words interchangeably. He has a hood, so I believe it's a cloak, not a cape, but I would like something full-length instead of this half-length. It looks like a child's cape that he then became an adult and never upgraded. So, yes, I'm happy with this. I'm certainly far happier with this now, and all it took was some heating. Kit bashing is super easy, and now I will move on to the painting. If that's something that you want to see, I could do another video. I might film it anyway, just in case, but the painting should be easy. I would like to do more kit bashing. It has been a while. I do enjoy it, swapping around pieces, but I've been painting and doing video edits for the last few months, so I just haven't had the time. I do have time coming up. It's the holidays. I've got some time off work. Looking forward to get some stuff filmed, get some figures updated, getting some stuff filmed, and Dan, as always, is doing his own customizing work, so continue checking out the channel for more from both of us, as well as reviews. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.